the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Top flight competition between teams from Houston-area high school.
Seattle Man.
Seattle Man!
Now, here's the man with the question, Chip Beal.
Thank you so much, and welcome to the Texaco Star Academic Challenge, a game designed to highlight the knowledge and quick-thinking skills of students throughout the greater Houston area. On today's program, we welcome students from Dulles High School and Clear Lake. Contestants, you know the rules. This sound means you've answered correctly. This tone means your answer is unacceptable. And this sound, the end of each quarter of play. Good luck then to Dulles and Clear Lake. The warm-up round begins with this, a 5-pointer. The following statement is the converse of what mathematical theorem? If the sum of the squares of the lengths of two...
Dulles, Autry.
The Pythagorean theorem.
Right. Of the lengths of two sides of a triangle equals the square of the length of the third side, then the triangle is a right triangle. For 10 points, name the common governmental practice described by Franklin D. Roosevelt as follows. Any government, like any family, can, for a year, spend a little more than it earns. But you and I know that...
Clear Lake, Britain.
Deficit spending.
That a continuance of that habit means the poorhouse. Clear Lake is now on the board. For 5 points, many words entered our language through foreign tongues used by visitors to describe American experiences. Which language gave us stampede, ranch, and macho?
Dulles, Autry.
Spanish.
Spanish is right for 5 points. A 10-pointer. In 1782, Gilbert Stuart painted a portrait which shows William Grant in what activity on the frozen Serpentine River? What activity is he engaged in on that?
Clear Lake, Calvin.
Rowing.
Not rowing on that frozen river. Dulles?
Dulles, Jennifer.
Ice skating.
Ice skating is right. You figured it out, Jennifer. 10 points for Dulles. I have a visual question now, so look at your monitor here in the Channel 2 studio, please. For 5 points, what's the name for this traditional dessert made of fruit with a...
Dulles, Stephen.
Cherry cobbler.
With a biscuit topping. Cobbler is right. In this case, it is a cherry cobbler. For 10 points, it includes an elephant-shaped aquarium for $120,000. A $200,000 18-karat gold bear, and a Russian imperial sleigh for 18...
Clear Lake, Joyce.
The Neiman Marcus catalog.
Is right. The Christmas catalog for 1994. 10 points for Joyce in Clear Lake. I have now a 5-point question. The highest mountain in the United States is Mount McKinley, located in Alaska. In what state are the second and third highest mountains?
Clear Lake, Joyce.
Colorado.
That's incorrect.
Dulles, Jennifer.
California.
No, also they're in Alaska, as well as the 4th through the 16th highest. No score. I have a 10-pointer. Acne can be aggravated by poor hygiene, emotional upset, too many fats in the diet, and hot, humid weather. What is the primary underlying cause of acne?
Clear Lake, Brian.
Building up of oil on the face.
Well,
Dulles, can you take it?
Dulles, Jennifer.
The clogging of pores.
Hormonal imbalance is the answer we were looking for. For 5 points, a question from the Bible. What is the meaning of a scapegoat? A, part of a feast. B, sacrificial victim. C, animal guide.
Clear Lake, Britain.
B, sacrificial victim.
That is correct for 5 points. Another 5-pointer. This is a music question. This Christmas song, considered one of the season's prettiest, was a favorite of shepherds centuries ago. Legend has it that when the shepherds sang this carol at Christmas, angels would join the chorus, listen, and identify it.
Clear Lake, Calvin.
Away in a manger.
Not that one.
Dulles, Jennifer.
The Herald Angels sing.
No, it's the first Noel. A little hint. You might want to be giving yourselves a little bit more time to hear the music. We had about 20 more seconds for you. For 10 points, the bass and treble clefs are known by other names, indicating their reference pitches. G above middle C is the reference pitch for the treble clef. Which key below middle C is the reference?
Dulles, Autry.
F.
Pitch for the bass clef is F. For 10 points, which three Robinsons made it into the Baseball Hall of Fame on the first round?
Clear Lake, Bryan.
Jackie Robinson, Brooks Robinson, and Frank Robinson.
You got them all, Brian, and you've added 10 points to the Clear Lake score. That ties the game at 35. For 5 points in World War I, the area between the German and Allied trenches was covered with mounds of dirt and tangles of barbed wire.
Dulles, Jennifer.
No man's land.
That's what it was called. It was almost continually swept by gunfire. For 5 points, which cabinet department has a fund made up of money sent by people for a variety of conscience reasons, both good and bad, including non-payment of debts, cheating on their taxes, or even as a thank you to the country?
Clear Lake, Bryan.
Department of Treasury.
Treasury Department is right. A visual question now worth 10. Fill in the blank with a fine arts term. These North American Indians are placed close to you, the viewer. They are in the blank of the painting.
Dulles, Matt.
Foreground.
Foreground is correct. A math question worth 5. Won't need paper and pencil. The ancient Sumerians used a sexagesimal number system. Such a system is based on what number?
Dulles, Matt.
60.
Sexagesimal. 60, yes. There's the tone. We're out of time in the warm-up round. When we come back, we'll meet the contestants and resume play in the bonus round. We're back for more of the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Our score in a good close match. Clear Lake 40, Dulles 55. We will now turn to the contestants, find out what they've been doing. First of all, from Dulles High School, Fort Bend Independent School District, Sugar Land, Texas. Meet Captain Jennifer Johnson, a senior, a National Merit semifinalist, member of the Varsity Singers, and a Welch Scholar. Next is Stephen Roberts, a senior, National Merit semifinalist, president of the National Honor Society, and captain of the swim team. Matt is next, Matt Hubenschmidt, a junior, only his second year back in the U.S. after attending school several years in France. He's a member of the Model UN, JETS, that's the Junior Engineering Technical Society, and Mu Alpha Theta, that math honorary. Autry is next, Autry Data, a senior, National Merit Commended Scholar, Vice President of the National Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta, and he recently became a U.S. citizen. Their coaches, Judy Matney, Marjorie Rector, and Marjorie Clark. That's the team from John Foster Dulles High School. Their opponents from Clear Lake High. Joyce Chen is the captain, a senior, president of the NHS, member of the orchestra. What instrument, Joyce?
Violin.
Violin. Okay, she recently won all state honors, and she aspires to be a poor, starving artist, we're told. Brian Stansberry is next, a junior involved in debate, Citizen B, and along with the captain, recently took fencing lessons. Brian wants to be a lawyer. Next, Calvin Way, a junior, vice president of Mu Alpha Theta, member of the Latin Club, and also a violin player. Enjoys collecting fish, and he lived in Australia for 1 year. Britton is next. Britton Gregory, a senior, member of Interact, French Club, and the Teen Leadership Coalition. He was born in and recently moved from South Carolina, and he wants to be a chemical engineer. Their alternates, Adrian Sayers, Somya Sivaram, Jessica Yu, and Conan Alcorn. Their head coach is Ellen Harley and assistant Rita Johnson. That's the team from Clear Lake. I'm proud to introduce the judges for the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. They are Professor Tom Hudson, Department of Physics, University of Houston, and Mr. Mike Mastandria, who is the president of Score Unlimited. Their decisions will be final. Now, players, we're ready for the bonus round. You know the rules, so we're going to get right into the questions. This is a 10-point toss-up in the field of literature. O. Henry wrote a Christmas story called The Gift of the Magi.
Clear Lake, Joyce.
Sydney Porter.
In which Della and Jim buy gifts for each other, a set of combs for her and a watch chain for him. What do they sell
Dulles, Matt.
Della sells her hair and Jim sells his watch.
In order to get the money, that is correct. 10 points for Dulles. So Jennifer, Stephen, Matt, and Autry, the Dulles Brain Trust will huddle together on Animal Kingdom bonus. For 5 points, ospreys prefer to dine on which type of animal? They dive for them and grasp them with their feet. Fish is right. For 10 points, these are all gastropods except conch, snail, limpet, sea slug, or starfish.
Conch.
So the question goes to Clear Lake.
Starfish.
Starfish is right, so 5 points for Dulles, 10 for Clear Lake on the Animal Kingdom bonus. We have a 10-point toss-up for you now. Which planet, about 3/4 as dense as the Earth, has a mass only about 1/10 of the Earth's? Because of the planet's smaller mass, an object weighing 100 pounds on the Earth would weigh about 38 pounds on this planet.
Clear Lake, Calvin.
Venus.
It's not Venus. Dulles?
Stephen.
Pluto.
The answer is Mars. Now, score, I have a 10-pointer to which Charles Dickens' character does Holden Caulfield allude in speaking of a lousy childhood in the first line?
Clear Lake, Brian.
Tiny Tim.
In the first line of J.D. Salinger's
Dulles, Jennifer.
Oliver Twist.
novel Catcher in the Rye, David Copperfield is the answer. A music question now worth 10. One of the great traditions of Christmas is its musical inspiration. This next selection, however, has a sad origin. The lyric was written as a plea for the end of the Civil War. Set 9 years later, it was set to music. Listen, might want to wait a bit and name that tune.
Clear Lake, Joyce.
It came upon a midnight clear.
It came upon a midnight clear. Right, Joyce. Okay. Riddles is your bonus. Clear Lake. Team of Joyce, Brian, Calvin, and Britton huddling together. I'll give you the number of letters in a word, along with a riddle, and you identify the word. For 5 points, 5 letters. Though I sound like a proof mark or food for a bunny, I'm really a measure of stones and of money.
Carrot.
Carrot is right. You got the idea. For 10 points, 3 letters. I'm a silvery metal with low value rating. I'll always be used to make coating and plating.
10.
10, yes. For 15 points, 7 letters in this word. A ceremony, I am guessing, that's many a child's first swimming lesson.
Baptism.
Yeah.
Baptism.
Baptism is right. And for 20 points and a total of 50, this is a 5-letter word. We're trees of the forest, yet set us aflame, and when it's all over, we'll still be the same. Think about that.
We burn the bush. We burn the bush. How many letters is it? 5.
We're trees of the forest, yet set us aflame, and when it's all over, we'll still be the same.
No, it's 5.
5-letter word.
Ashes.
Ashes is right. Excellent. And Clear Lake takes the lead on the riddle bonus. Okay, we have a 10-point toss-up for both schools. What day is called Domenica in Italian? Domenica.
Clear Lake, Calvin.
Sunday.
Sunday, right, which is Domingo in Spanish. Okay, here's a math bonus, Clear Lake. As is our custom, we'll give you 5 seconds to work out the 5-pointer, 10 seconds on the 10-pointer, and so forth. For 5 points, an auto shop buys wheel covers at $90 a set, less a trade discount of 15%. What is the shop's cost for the set? $90 a set, less a trade discount of 15%. What is the shop's cost for the set? You have 5 seconds.
Your answer?
76 and 50 cents.
$76.50, right. Kind of hard to get that in 5 seconds, eh, Mike? For 10 points, a matrix is a square array of numbers whose determinant is used to solve a system of linear equations. What 2 numbers appear as entries in the identity matrix?
0 and 1. Yeah.
0 and 1.
That is the answer. For 15 points, if the radius of a right circular cylinder is 5 inches and the height equals 10 inches, what is the surface area of the cylinder in terms of pi? You have 15 seconds.
I'll get a second. Okay. 75 pi squared. 75 pi squared. Is that? Go for it. I don't know. 75 pi.
I think it's 250.
I said 75, right?
75 pi squared.
That is incorrect. The question goes to Dulles.
Your answer?
200. 250. 100.
It's 150 pi. No score on that one. We will turn now to a 10-point toss-up. On August 24th, 1572, thousands of French Protestants were murdered by French Roman Catholics. What was this event called? In 1572.
Clear Lake, Brian.
Bloody Sunday.
Can you take it, Dulles? That's the St. Bartholomew's Day Massacre. For 10 points, Scottish mathematician John Napier introduced the world to which of the following?
Clear Lake, Joyce.
Napier's bones.
The choices, Dulles, are...
Dulles, Autry.
Logarithm.
That's going to be the correct choice, right? Just when we were ready to chide him for buzzing before the choices were given, he knew that it was not negative numbers, fractions, the concept of pi, or long division. Okay, Dulles, 1889 is your bonus. In 1 year, 4 states were admitted into the Union. The year was 1889. Name the states. You'll earn 5 points for the first one you can name, 10 points for the second, and so forth until you're incorrect. Talk it over and fire when ready. 1889, 4 states.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma came
1912.
later. 1907, I think.
Centennial.
Clear Lake? Give you 5 points if you can name one of them.
New Mexico.
New Mexico came in the same year as Oklahoma. Washington, Montana, North and South Dakota. That's the answer. There's the tone. We're out of time in the first half. We will come back and play the 60 seconds round. And when we do so, these category choices. Solve for X, spelling, state songs, and the secret category. Thanks for staying with us. The score at halftime is 80 for Dulles, 135 for Clear Lake. Questions used on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge are provided by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. Here's how we play 60 seconds. You pick a category. We'll give you 1 minute to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. When time is expired, that's it. The second team may take a shot at any questions the first team misses. If you get them all right, we'll add 20 points to your score as our free gift. Okay, Dulles, you're trailing Jennifer, so make it a good one.
Solve for X.
Solve for X is the category. Pencil and paper in order. Start the clock. Here we go. 2x plus 3 equals x plus 8. 1/2 x is greater than negative 6.
X is greater than negative 3.
State the reflexive property in terms of x.
X equals X.
4x squared equals 36.
X is equal to positive or negative 3.
4x minus 11 equals 45.
X equals 14.
15 equals 7 minus 2x.
Negative 4.
2x minus 7 equals 5.
6.
X times 3x equals 75. And time runs out. Okay, Mike Mastandria, how many points did they get?
60 points.
60 points for Dulles on Solve for X. A possible 20 for you, Clear Lake.
Yeah.
1/2 x is greater than negative 6.
Less than 12.
No, negative 3. Greater than 12.
X is negative 12. No. X is less
Your
than
answer?
negative 12.
X is less than negative 12.
X is greater than negative 12. How about this one? X times 3x equals 75?
5.
X times 3x. Which is 3x squared.
X3
Oh, okay, yeah.
Plus or minus 5.
Okay,
Your answer?
good.
Plus or minus 5?
Good.
Plus or minus 5 is right. Okay, that does it for the math category, Clear Lake. It's up to you now. Spelling is the subject for Clear Lake.
Take your time.
Start the clock, here we go. How do you spell gnarl?
G-N-A-R-L.
Pecuniary.
P-E-C-U-N-I-A-Y.
Theoretician. Theoretician.
T-H-E-O-R.
T-H-E-O-R.
T-I-C-I-A-N.
E-T-I-C-I-A-N.
Lassitude.
Speak up.
L-A-S-S-I-T-U-D-E.
Alienable. Alienable.
A-L-I-E-N-A-B-L-E.
Bituminous.
B-I-T-U-M-I-N-O-U-S.
B-I-T-U-M-I-N-O-U-S.
Disciplinarian.
Discipline without the E.
Yeah.
R-I-A-N.
D-I-S-C-I-P-L-I-N-A-R-I-N.
No. Go on.
Estrangement.
E-S-T-R-A-N-G-E-M-E-N-T.
Homonym.
Hurry.
H-O-M-O-N-Y-M.
Was she right on that last one?
She needs to repeat that on your last one because the clock was going at the same time.
H-O-M-O-N-Y-M.
That's what.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, so it looks like 70 points for Clear Lake on spelling. A possible 20 for you, Dulles. How do you spell pecuniary?
P-E-C-U-N-I-A-R-Y.
That's correct. Disciplinarian
D-I-S-C-I-P-L-I-N-A-R-I-A-N.
is right. And that's the end of the 60 seconds round. No clear advantage for either team. We'll be back with Stump the Experts after you watch this. With our score, 160 for Dulles, 215 for Clear Lake, we'll have a series of rapid-fire questions in the Stump the Experts round until time runs out. We'll begin with this, a 20-point visual. Give me the title of this masterpiece by Raphael.
Dulles, Jennifer.
The Transfiguration.
No, good try. Clear Lake.
Joyce.
The Adoration.
Well, that's the Sistine Madonna. For 20 points, what physicist expanded Einstein's theory of relativity in 1950?
Clear Lake, Calvin.
Planck.
By developing
Dulles, Autry.
Enrico Fermi.
the general field theory, the answer is Albert Einstein. For 15 points, at the beginning of Sophocles' great tragedy Antigone, the two sons of Oedipus were warring over succession to the throne of a city-state. What city-state?
Clear Lake, Calvin.
Thebes.
Thebes. Very good, Calvin. Here's a 20-pointer. History question. Which European country's merchants traded in every continent in the 17th century?
Dulles, Autry.
Italy.
Enjoying exclusive privileges in Japan.
Clear Lake, Joyce.
Portugal.
Good try, the Netherlands. For 15 points, listen to this selection entitled Waltz of the Snowflakes and tell me who composed it.
Clear Lake, Joyce.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky from the Nutcracker. Didn't get to hear it. Here's a 15-pointer. Grammar. What degree of comparison is illustrated by the adjective in this Winston Churchill quotation? There is nothing more exhilarating than
Dulles, Jennifer.
Comparative.
to be shot at without result. Right. For 20 points, computer science. The main or baseboard of most computers, it has expansion slots to extend the computer's
Dulles, Autry.
Motherboard.
capabilities, and it's called the motherboard. For 20 points, I have a 15-pointer. During what century was the Rosetta Stone unearthed?
Clear Lake, Calvin.
The 16th century.
Incorrect. Dulles. You trail by 50.
Dulles, Stephen.
18th.
18th is right. I have a 20-point art question. This cantankerous Yankee is entitled to a seat among the master painters.
Clear Lake, Joyce.
Winslow Homer.
Winslow Homer is right. Another 20-pointer. There is a strong speculation that Ann Richards will take the place of the interim chairperson of what specific organization, which will select its permanent chairperson in January?
Clear Lake, Calvin.
The Democratic National Committee.
is right for 20 points. I have a 15-pointer. How does the title character die in Miss Saigon?
Clear Lake, Calvin.
By suicide?
More specific?
She hangs herself.
Dulles.
Jennifer.
Poisoning.
She shoots herself. Here's a 20-point music question. The last piece you heard was Tchaikovsky's Waltz of the Snowflakes. Listen to another piece of music which relies a lot on snowflakes and tell me who composed it.
Clear Lake, Calvin.
Leroy Anderson?
Leroy Anderson, musical playwright. I have a 15-pointer. Complete the title of the Strauss Waltz, Tales from the...
Clear Lake, Britain.
Vienna Woods?
Everybody's getting the music questions today. Here's a 20-pointer. What term refers to the depth of flotation of a ship?
Clear Lake, Brian.
Buoyancy?
Dulles, Autry.
Displacement?
Good try. Draft. For 15 points in the round, row, row, row your boat. The third person begins when the first person sings merrily is the answer. And that's the end of the match. And the final score is 210 for Dulles, 320 for Clear Lake. The winners, Clear Lake High School. Next week on our show, it's going to be Galveston Ball and Brazos Wood. I'm Chip Beal, your host. Join us then, won't you?
Join us again next Saturday when 2 more Houston area teams compete on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge.